Hello everybody, and welcome to Mystery Disappearance. My name is Dylan Evers, and in this miniseries we're going to take a look at the disappearance of Joshua Guimond, a young man who disappeared in November 2002, more than 20 years ago. Maybe you're familiar with the story, maybe you've seen the What Happened to Josh episode on Unsolved Mysteries, but regardless, we're going to take another look at this case. In case you don't know the story, I'll give you a little rundown. Joshua Cheney Guimond was born in June 1982. At 4 years of age, him and his parents moved to a small town called Maple Lake in the state of Minnesota. He is the only child of Brian Guimond and Lisa Cheney. By all accounts, Josh was a nice, bright kid, popular with a good circle of friends, an exemplary son, and always strived for the high marks and accolades in school. He was senior class president and was voted most likely to succeed. He had an interest in politics, and by fall of 2002 was starting his junior year in St. John University in Collegeville, Minnesota, a student in political science major. Josh's friends and family often joked that he would be president of the United States one day, or at the very least a senator. Josh loved mock trials, he loved to debate. He was a serious and studious young man, but he also loved having a good time with friends, whether it's having a few drinks, smoking cigars, partying, or just kick back on the internet. However, on Saturday, November 9, 2002, which seemed like your ordinary college campus weekend, Josh would be seen for the last time when he went to a card party with a couple of friends in the late evening. He seemingly left the party by himself somewhat discreetly and just vanished into the night without a trace. He was 20 years old. To this day, family, friends, law enforcement, and investigators are baffled, with the case being cold for a long time. So, what happened to Josh? Where is he? It's been more than 20 years, no hard evidence was ever found, and only the vaguest of clues. And that's what makes this case so unique. With so little to go on, it's opened the door for many different theories, from drowning into a lake, to foul play, to being abducted by aliens. Alright, I'm not serious about that last one, but the point is, the theories really go in many different directions. We've barely scratched the surface now, but we will obviously be bringing more details as the episodes go on. There are several resources I've looked into, and I will be crediting them as I go. So, for the next few Fridays, starting tomorrow, I'll be releasing an episode weekly that takes a look at different theories concerning Josh's disappearance. But before we get into the theories, I think it's important to look at the details of Josh's last day, as well as the days after his disappearance. So in this episode, we will paint a picture of who Joshua Guimond was, his family, his friends, his life, and we will reconstruct the timeline of Josh's last day and the days following, according to sources like FindJoshua.com, Uncover.com, and Simply Vanished. As I mentioned, Josh grew up in Maple Lake, Minnesota. He had a great relationship with his parents, Brian and Lisa, grandparents, aunts and uncles, etc. He also had a good circle of friends. First, there was Katie Benson. They met at an early age in school, and they started dating in their sophomore year. They were boyfriend-girlfriend for about 5 years, starting from school and into university. However, in the summer of 2002, they broke up. No reason has been specified as to why, but there could be many reasons, like university keeping them busy. Regardless, Josh and Katie stayed good friends and remained close. Josh's best friend was a guy named Nick Hajdukovic. Nick was a year ahead of Josh at the university. He was equally smart and driven. By 2002, there were also roommates in St. Mar's house on campus, along with 4 other roommates. It is unknown exactly how long Josh and Nick have been friends, but Josh was in his junior year, so it's assumed they've known each other for at least a year or two. Josh and Nick attended St. John's University, an all-boys Catholic and Benedictine university. Katie attended the nearby all-girls St. Benedict. However, it is possible for girls and guys to have classes in common. So, Saturday, November 9, 2002 seemed like your typical day on campus. At 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., Josh works on a paper about Alexander Hamilton. During this time, he also uses AOL Instant Messenger to chat with ex-girlfriend Katie Benson. Between 12:30 and 1 p.m., he visits the campus library, probably to check out books concerning the assignment he's working on. 12:57 p.m., Josh badges back into his dorm room and continues work on his paper until approximately 2:30 p.m. Between 2:30 p.m. and 3:30 p.m., Josh checks his emails and does an online search for work near his hometown. 3:46 p.m., Josh checks the college movie station page for movie schedules, then apparently steps out of his dorm. It is unknown where he goes briefly. 3:57 p.m., Josh re-enters his dorm room. 4 p.m., he does some work for the Pre-Law Society. 4:54 p.m., Josh does a Yahoo search on the movie Brewster's Millions. Between 5 and 6 p.m., Josh, best friend Nick, and roommates have dinner. Around 6:40 p.m., Alex joins Josh in his room, and the friends listen to music and search the internet for a couple of things. 8:30 p.m., Josh wants to smoke a celebratory cigar outside with his friends. Nick declines the cigar but hangs around for a bit. Nick then leaves to drive to Katie's dorm. Josh had been invited as well, but he had another plan for that evening. On the episode of Unsolved Mysteries, Nick said he last saw Josh between 6:30 p.m. and 7 p.m., so there is a little time discrepancy there. Between 10 and 11 p.m., Josh is with roommate Alex Jude, and another friend named Greg joins them. They drink beer, look up stuff on the internet, and chat. The friends plan to go to a card party at their mutual friend Nate's dorm at Metencourt, a dorm just outside of campus, after 11 p.m. Josh badges into his dorm room at 11:06 p.m. It is unknown why he re-enters, but perhaps it was to get a few beers, go to the bathroom, or he just forgot something. This would be the very last time Josh's keycard would be used. Josh, Alex, and Greg arrive at Nate's card party probably around 11:15 or 11:30 p.m. The card party has a gathering of about 10 people, and they play Texas Hold'em. Slightly before midnight, maybe around 11:55 p.m., Josh leaves the party somewhat discreetly. One person named Eric recalls that Josh said he had somewhere to be. Some people thought he was going to the bathroom, but the group was seemingly more concentrated on their card game. 11:57 p.m., Josh is last seen by an unknown witness who supposedly knows Josh, walking behind some old dormitory buildings, before the bridge that crosses Tumph Lake, presumably heading towards his dorm. In the Unsolved Mysteries episode, detectives revealed that a couple saw a man with Josh's description heading towards the bridge at approximately 12:15 to 12:30. This time frame seems to be a little inconsistent. It's possible that this couple got the approximate time wrong. I mean, them passing by a pedestrian on a Saturday night is probably an insignificant event where they probably wouldn't remember the exact time. So either this time is inaccurate, or perhaps Josh was killing time on this bridge for some reason? This is where Josh's trail vanishes. It is unknown if he made it back to his dorm or not. There is no badging data, but many believe descent ends at that bridge. Later that night, best friend Nick returns to the dorm room from hanging out with Katie at the girls' dorm, badging in at 2:42 a.m. He notices Josh isn't in his room, but the TV is on, the computer is on, and Josh's wallet, car keys, glasses, and contact cases are all present. One roommate was out of town, and the location of two other roommates is unaccounted for. 3 a.m. Friend Greg returns to the dorm from the party, but he doesn't live on the same floor as Josh or Nick, so he is most likely unaware. Sunday morning, November 10th, 11 a.m. Nick realizes that Josh never returned to his room and doesn't know his whereabouts. 2:30 p.m. Josh misses mock trial practice. This is unusual for Josh. Friends start to worry more. Sometime during the afternoon, Nick checks AOL, and it shows Josh has been idle for 12 hours. Around 3 p.m., Nick calls Katie to tell her Josh hasn't been seen all day. 4:20 p.m., Dusty, Alex, and Greg go to campus security, St. John University life safety officers, to report Josh is missing. 5 p.m., Nick goes to make the same report. A cursory search is done by life safety officers, but it stops once darkness falls, the situation not yet taken seriously. 9:46 p.m., St. John University Dean of Students called Josh's parents to tell them nobody has seen Josh since the night before and urged Lisa to report her son missing. On Unsolved Mysteries, Lisa says she received a call around 10:30 p.m. 10:15 p.m., life safety and Josh's friends searched, knocking door to door. 11:42 p.m., Stearns County officers received a phone call from Josh's family. After midnight, Stearns County officers arrive on campus. 2 a.m. Monday morning, November 11th. Parents Lisa Cheney and Brian Guimond arrive on campus to join the search. The search goes on all night. Josh doesn't show up for class this Monday morning, so by 8 or 9 a.m., the search gets more intensive. Stearns County Sheriff's Department, family, friends, and other people in the vicinity start searching. Within a short time, helicopters and divers for the nearby lakes are also brought in. A statewide alert is issued by the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension. Media's broadcast a missing person report. Tuesday, November 12, horses and riders are brought in. By Wednesday, November 13, hundreds of people had joined the search. The National Guard arrives, as well as a search dog. The dog picked up Josh's scent from Mitten Court to Stump Lake to his dorm to the Abbey in the university. Water levels of Stump Lake are lowered, dragged, sonar equipment is used, but no trace of Josh is found. Thursday, November 14, a connection is made with the disappearances of other young adults in Minnesota within a short time frame, namely Chris Jenkins, Michael Knoll, and a young woman named Erica Dahlquist. These four disappeared all within a week and a half time frame. The week of December 2, 2002, many of the students attending the card party were interviewed by Stearns County Sheriff Department. December 29, 50 days after disappearance, the family brings in Hoover, a bloodhound used to trace the scents of Chris Jenkins and Josh Guimond. So these events go on, and we'll bring up some other details with the appropriate theories. So I hope you'll join me as we take a look at the theories about the mysterious disappearance of Joshua Cheney Guimond, a smart young man with a promising future who just fell off the map one day.